All right, this is the Precalculus, chapter 6.5. We're going to be graphing the tangent, cotangent, cosecant, secant functions. Let's get started. So let's check out number 18. So the period is going to be pi over b, and b value is 1. So the period is going to be pi. So you're going to mark pi over 2 over here. And on the other line, you're going to put negative pi over 2. If you look at the leading coefficient, that's negative, so that's going to be a reflection, and 2 is going to be steeper than the parent function. So your tangent graph is going to look something like this. Reflected over the y-axis and steeper. For number 20, the period is going to be pi over b, so that's over 1, so your period is going to be just pi. So you're going to mark pi over here. You can mark pi over 2. So you see that negative sign means that it's going to be a reflection, and 3 is going to be steeper. So your cotangent is going to look like this. Steeper, reflect. So for number 22, your period is going to be pi over 1/2. So that's going to equal to 2 pi. So here you want to mark pi. On the other one, you want to mark negative pi. And this is your tangent graph. For number 24, your period is going to be pi over 4, so that equals to 4. So just go ahead and mark 4 here, 0 here, and 2 here, and that's your cotangent graph. For number 25, we're going to be graphing a secant graph, and we're going to have to graph the cosine first. So the amplitude is 2, so you're going to mark 2 and then negative 2 over here. So for the period, you're going to have 2 pi over b. B value is 1. So your period is going to equal to 2 pi. So I'll just go ahead and mark 2 pi here and a pi over here. So for the secant, we want to graph the parabola at the highest point, like this, and the lowest point. And that's your secant graph. For number 30, we have the cosecant. So we're going to have to graph the sine first. And the amplitude is 1/2. So you're going to go ahead and put 1/2 here and negative 1/2 over here. The period is going to be 2 pi over the b value, that's 2. So period is going to equal to pi. So let's mark pi here and pi over 2 here. Okay, so we're going to graph the parabola at the highest point and the lowest point. And this is your cosecant. For the secant, we're going to graph the cosine first, and let's go ahead and identify the amplitude. Amplitude is going to be 3, and you're going to mark 3 here and negative 3 here. The period is going to be 2 pi over the b value, that's pi over 2, so this is going to equal to 4. So let's go ahead and mark 4 here, and halfway it's going to be 2. So there's a negative leading coefficient. That means that this is going to reflect over the x-axis, so your secant graph is going to look like this. And that's it. So for number 36, we got the amplitude equals to 1. So I'll just go ahead and mark 1 and negative 1 here. For the period, we got 2 pi over 3 pi over 2, so that's equal to 4/3. So we're going to mark 4/3 over here, and we're going to mark 2/3 over here. So your cosecant, you're going to draw the parabola at the highest point and the lowest point. And that's it. All right, have fun graphing the functions. Peace out.